Yo, it is the Two Guys, Two Seamen Podcast. We are back on a Thursday, and I am joined by Chad and Michael. What's up, guys?
Howdy.
UConn national champions.
Once again.
Lame.
Dominant. The best streak ever by a college basketball team.
That is undeniable. It's at least for a very, very long time. I think UCLA might have something to say about that, but
maybe UCLA maybe was a little bit more dominant.
Maybe. But in the modern era, they're the most. This is by far the most dominant.
we have breaking news at the moment. Sources are saying that Kentucky is targeting BYU coach Mark Pope to be the school's next coach. Mark Pope was a former player for Kentucky back on Pitino's '96 championship team.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
That's
so he's a Pitino disciple.
He is. Yep.
Damn it. That fucking sucks.
But I was reading about him earlier because I was going to talk about that here soon. But he has been the coach at BYU and Utah's.
It's Mormon school.
Utah Valley. He has not won an NCAA tournament game yet.
Who?
Mark Pope. So
he hasn't.
I
thought they
he has
won.
not.
I thought they won one.
Not according to this article today. It says he has had success at Utah Valley and at BYU, but hasn't won an NCAA tournament game. So that's according to ESPN.
Oh yeah, they lost to Duquesne. I forgot. Whoops.
So interesting.
Well, everyone turned them down. Oh, let's talk more about this. UConn.
Yeah.
Because they deserve their flowers.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, they the margin of victory, the total margin of victory was 140, which is the largest in NCAA tournament history. So I don't know if your history includes UCLA in that, but I believe that would make them the best team.
Or they had the weakest opponents.
Okay. All right. Alabama, who was scoring like 100 points a game almost, and
92 a game, first in the country.
How bad did they beat them?
A lot.
They beat everybody. Like the teams they were going against were not easy. Zach Edey, dude is a monster. He scored 37 points in this game. They still fucking stopped him.
Now, to be fair, just quickly to UCLA, they did win 7 in a row. I know back then it's a lot different than now, obviously.
I'd say for our modern era,
for sure. Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it was inevitable. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It was just they never had a second half where they looked beatable.
No. They had an answer for every single time the opponent scored, they had an answer.
Yeah.
Even when it looked like there was a team coming back, it faded in the second half.
Well, I can't say I honestly watched much of it, but yeah, that was it's pretty impressive to watch a team be so dominant in that kind of format, single elimination for that many games. Could you imagine if the NFL that
oh my god
bracket?
I tell you, it'd be. I think it would be interesting. If the NFL did that. I mean, they would never do that, but that would be cool.
Well, first off, they'd have to double the whole league. Every city would have to. There'd have to be an expansion, like second half of the NFL.
That would be awesome. The XFL and USFL or the UFL gets big enough, and then they can merge with the NFL and create a big one. Could happen. Never know.
Yeah, the way the NFL's going, more is less, or more is better.
Yeah.
Instead of less is better.
Even if it means going overseas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brazil week 1. Your Packers versus the Eagles.
Oh man. Oh, they're so butthurt about this being a home game, and we have a Packers fan at where I work, and we're in the office, and they're bitching about it, and he's like, hey, didn't you all isn't this a home game for you guys? And everyone's they lost their minds at him. They were so mad. They are just like, I mean, I would be mad too if they took away a home game that they could have gone to. I mean, they do still have 8 other ones, but this is, I don't know. I don't know how you do this.
You're the NFL. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can. And then you can stream it on services that require subscription and not allow anyone to watch it otherwise. If you don't have it, fuck you.
Pretty much. That's what they did with the first wild card game on Peacock.
Yep. On the cock.
Oh, looks like the Celtics lost.
Yeah, I won't talk about it.
They don't care. They're in cruise mode right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got first place. We don't really care at all.
All right. Anything else about UConn? I know college basketball is now over, but
Danny Hurley turned down Kentucky, and I heard that they were going to offer him like $1 billion, pretty much.
The reports did come out today that they were looking to pay the next head coach in between $11 and $12 million a year.
They're going to pay Mark Pope that much?
No, I don't think. No, there's no way. There's no way.
That would
be. Mitch Barnhart would be fired on the spot. Our athletic director.
Yeah.
He would be fired on the spot if that happened. There's no way in the world that is gonna. No. That is for the Dan Hurley and the the Rick Pitino's of the world. This is not him. So yeah, that was reported, and the rumor started earlier this week around Tuesday when the news broke about Calipari leaving, which was a shock. Nobody saw that coming from his choice, not his choice. This was his decision, and everybody thought that the school was gonna let him go, but they weren't, because they'd have to pay him $33 million to walk. The fact that he gave up that money and to go coach somewhere else for less goes to show you that once that train gets rolling with Kentucky fans, it's over. And that train started rolling when we lost to St. Peter's. And then you now follow it up with one win in the tournament, and
so
then
what you're saying is
lose.
you all drove him away.
The fans, without question. It's.
I mean, I was hoping they would stay longer, because it was a good time for me. I had the best of times watching it. I feel bad for you a little bit, maybe just tiny, but not really.
But what did I say?
2015 was just it was a banner year for me.
What did I say though before this tournament started? He's gone. He's on the hot seat. He's done. He has to make the Final Four to save his job. He had to, and it wasn't. Obviously, he didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't even get out of the first game. Yeah. the Wish.com version of Steph. Yeah, that's who we lost to. So that's good. But you all know. Now I would throw UConn in this now. But before UConn was added, there was 3 teams in college basketball that we don't care about what you did in the past. We don't care what you did last year. We care about what you're doing now. And that's Duke, North Carolina, and Kentucky. They do not care what you did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years. They don't care. We don't care. What have you done for me lately? And in the past 5 years have been a disaster. An absolute atrocity.
Can you
disaster.
say
I don't count the COVID year.
9 years?
I'm not counting
Why don't you
COVID
just say
year,
the
but
last 9 years?
it's been 9 years since he made it to the Final Four. Yes.
Yeah, I would say it's been the last 9 years has been.
But it's it's definitely
the
dropped off
expectations have
since
been
then.
up here,
Right?
and then you all always end down here.
But at least those 4 years prior, not prior, but after
won a
2015,
national championship.
after the 2015.
Oh, okay.
He made it to the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. So that's that's comparable enough to say, okay, well, let's
see what next year holds.
Exactly.
Well, next year's with all new players, though. That's the thing. It's different.
Yeah.
You can't go year by year because the roster turnover is so great there.
Yeah, it is. But now the college game's changing. The transfer portal
NIL
and the NIL. These guys, these high school players, they're not running to the big schools anymore. They're going to wherever they can make money. And it's astonishing to me that it's just astonishing to me that Cal actually took another job.
I was surprised. It was very shocking.
So he is really close friends with some booster at Arkansas who's like a billionaire. And that's the conversation. Apparently conversation started in February, by the way.
Is that illegal?
That
feels illegal.
If you're talking with a friend, I don't know. I mean,
but he's talking about leaving Kentucky and going to Arkansas. I don't know. I guess it's not illegal as long as he wasn't talking to Arkansas.
But that makes you think, okay, maybe he really didn't try. Because remember, I told you we saw it. Kentucky did not look prepared.
There was no plays. They weren't running motion. They were just it was individual ball caping.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
he was ready to go.
Yeah, he was.
He was ready to go.
Didn't give a fuck, and that's what I was trying to tell everyone when Cal showed up. He's a scumbag. But everyone in Kentucky's so excited. They win the national championship, and after that, just shit.
He went to 5 Final Fours in 6 years. He won a national title game, and he went to 2 other title games. So, it's hard. That first 6 years was fantastic. He put us back on the map after the alcoholic that we had to deal with of a head coach with Billy Gillespie and him partying with the frat guys and, not really paying attention to college basketball. So we had to deal with that for a couple seasons. That was awful. But now it's being reported that Mark Pope is going to be the next coach, which that kind of eliminates everything that I put to talk about tonight with this. This is
with that?
Yeah, how are you feeling about that?
Here's the thing. It's obviously it's not who I wanted. I understand the hire. It's safe. It's a Kentucky guy. It's a Pitino guy. It's a safe thing. the
Should have hired
now.
Patino's son.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't. If we're gonna hire a Patino, it needs to be Rick, not Richard. Okay, I'm just saying.
You never
But-
know. He's still moving up.
Rick
I-
Pitino calls Mark Pope an unbelievable choice. Does that mean he's in support of it? I
I
assume.
don't know. It's who.
Rick said that. You said.
Oh, he says Rick Pitino says I love Mark Pope and his family, and he would be an unbelievable choice.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, it's
guess-
a safe. It's a safe choice for you guys.
It is it's a safe choice. And now what happens? This is what happens. Those expectations you just talked about with Cal, now they've been lowered
Mm-hmm.
greatly.
Oh yeah. We're both going in with new coaches.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Except you all went to the tournament and we won 12 games in 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say it's definitely not who I wanted. He wasn't my first choice. He wasn't my fifth choice. This is a
Is he even
second
in the running?
tier. This is yeah, he's been on the list.
Oh, he has. Okay.
He's been on the list. Yeah, he's been on the list. So, but this is a second tier hiring. This is definitely not first tier.
Welcome back to the normies.
We'll see. I mean, he could, obviously next year, nothing spectacular. I mean, the SEC is, loaded. It's hard for me to believe that anything's going to happen next year. But, again, it's the safe hire. I would probably, I got to look this up because I don't know what he's currently making. Yeah, let's see.
We usually don't disclose a lot of that information. It's very, very vague because there's incentives and shit, but they don't. Coaches' salaries do not get disclosed very, very frequently.
Yeah, I figured it might be available.
Might be.
I can't find a quick.
Yeah.
I can't find. This report actually says he's making closer to $2 million a year right now. Mark Pope is. There's no chance in hell he gets an increase to 11 million. There's no way.
Probably like a
there's
4 to 5 million.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess it's talking about those expectations, I guess it's probably a good thing because you don't immediately have that. You kind of get the Kentucky fans to cool down a little bit for a season or two.
It's like a reset for you guys.
Yeah, but after that second season, those expectations are going to start again. They're just, it doesn't matter what he does the first 2 years. We're going to start getting anxious. And if he doesn't do well, the what ifs are going to start. But by then, Rick Pitino is going to be 75. It's not going to,
It'll be too
what
late.
could have been. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not the splash I was hoping to hear. And this is definitely sooner than I was expecting. I was not expecting a hire this week.
Hey, you got to
At
get
all.
on the recruiting trail. No time to sleep.
There's no players left. All the recruiting was done at the end of last year. But
Well-
maybe he can hit the transfer portal. There's a lot of players in the transfer portal and we still have. I mean, technically, we still have 4 or 5 players from our current roster that haven't made a decision yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Reed Shepherd included, and Big Z. So, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I doubt either one of them stays. I think Reed Shepherd,
Goes to
projected
draft.
lottery pick. Yeah. I don't know why he would stick around. But the Mr. Kentucky basketball is still committed to Kentucky, even after Cal left. That'd be pretty cool to have two Mr. Kentucky basketballs on the same team. But again, I don't think Reed Shepherd stays. There's no reason for him to. All right. To the association. How you feeling, Chad? Jrue Holiday signed an extension
Oh, fine.
for
We'll be
4 years.
Everyone, you're gonna say, we're not gonna be able to sign Jason Tatum. We're gonna be able to sign Jason Tatum. There's no salary cap. It's not real. It's just like the NFL. There's no salary cap. But I mean, I like it. I like that we're getting our core signed up. We got Porzingis locked up. We got Holiday locked up. We got Brown locked up. We got D White locked up. We got all the homies locked up except for Jason Tatum, which we'll get next summer or this summer. So
This summer.
yeah, take care of that, and we'll have our superstar core, and we're gonna win 2 NBA titles
In the next, what?
4 years.
Okay. And that includes one this year?
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
It's in my calculations, possibly.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess
Brown
Shaq doesn't agree with you.
Well, Shaq's
Shaq does
entitled
not.
to his own opinions. We don't have to
Sure.
agree on everything.
Yeah.
I respect Shaq. I don't respect the thing he said, but I respect him as a person. His opinion is his opinion, and doesn't mean it's fact.
Well, I mean, what he said was based on facts.
Yeah, you could say that about a lot of teams, though, right?
Sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
just the
calling
Warriors in
out-
2016, right?
Yeah, right. They
73-9,
exactly
best team
exactly
record in history. And what happened?
exactly.
They didn't win.
But that's not gonna be us. That was already us in 21. This year we take care of it.
Brown's contract was for 300, right? 306.
300?
306.
I thought it was 200.
Oh no. It was 3 something.
Was it 330?
No, it wasn't that high. Jaylen Brown contract. Oh, why do they have to make this so damn complicated? 5 years, $303.7 million
Yeah.
was his contract. So that makes me believe that Tatum's is going to be probably about 350, if I had to guess.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
And- yeah.
We're gonna be tight on our support players.
Yes. A lot of veteran minimums
Yes.
going out. Yes.
Oh yeah, and rookies.
Yeah. I'll get to the next point here in a second, but Giannis strained his calf the other night. Not good.
Yeah, they thought it was
This
an
is-
Achilles at first.
They did.
It's an
And
MRI.
if you all remember, back in 2019, Kevin Durant sat out pretty much the whole playoffs due to a calf strain. And
then
they made the finals. He was medically cleared, and then he tore his Achilles. Giannis, in my opinion, I know you just got Dame. I know there's excitement. Shut him down.
they won't. He'll come back for the playoffs.
His season should be done.
His season is done.
You-
They already said
No,
he's
no,
done for the season.
Playoffs too. Playoffs
Okay.
should be done.
You think so? Really? They're not
If he
gonna do
tears
that.
if he tears his Achilles, he's not back until the playoffs next year.
Why? Look at Aaron Rodgers.
He's not going up in the mountains and doing dark retreats and
Well, maybe he should
taking
start
Huawashka or whatever it's called.
and listening to Dolphins
He's
fuck.
not. Yeah, he's not. I don't think Giannis is doing that.
Well, maybe he should.
I
I mean, look at Kirk.
I don't know.
Kirk is up in doing dances and shit?
Dancing is different. Walking like Rodgers is doing is different than going out there and performing at a peak level. The way he plays basketball, head down, train on the tracks. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on those calves. A lot.
Yeah, so he's gonna rest. He's gonna rest, and then he'll be good. Yeah,
okay,
if he tears you should. I don't think that you can place a bet on someone get injured.
I don't think so. But I'm gonna on record right now. If he plays in the playoffs, he will tear his Achilles.
Wow.
I'm saying it right now. He will tear his Achilles.
Dr. Brian.
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Brian
PhD. Yes.
Dr. Brian Roy, PhD. Pretty hallucinogenic.
So does that mean Doc gets a pass? They're gonna bring him back because you didn't have your.
No, Doc Rivers sucks
dick
as a coach. He is awful.
Yeah, but
he needed 4 Hall of Famers to win a championship. That's what it took. Okay,
yeah, but he's losing the head of the snake, as Damian Lillard called it. There's no more Giannis. So, I mean, why are you gonna fire him? It's not his fault.
They're not gonna fire him, but he should be after the way he's had this team look over the past 50 games or however many games it was. Without Giannis, do I think that the Bucks could beat? If the Sixers are the 7th seed, which is how it stands right now, I mean the play-in has to happen. They're not making it out of the first round.
That would be.
They're
if
not.
You have peak Maxey, peak
Embiid? No way. No, not without Giannis.
Yeah.
No chance.
Giannis is like the heart and soul of that team too.
Yeah. Could you beat the Miami Heat?
Yeah.
Probably. The Bulls, the Hawks, yeah, without question. I think Milwaukee without Giannis could beat those 3 teams. I don't see them beating Philly. But they're definitely not making it out of the second round. Milwaukee. Without Giannis, they're not making it out of the second round. I don't know. I feel bad for him because he's never had a major injury. This is not technically a major injury yet. But you got to be careful with these calf. Look at Aaron Rodgers. How many calf strains has he had over his career? I could tell you multiple, over and over and over again, a lot. And then it finally happened. He tore his Achilles. Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles. What led up to that? Calf strains, over and over and over again that year. Same thing with Durant.
I point to MetLife Field for Aaron Rodgers.
No.
The house of Achilles.
Yeah.
Achilles tears.
Yeah.
Okay, but the like I just mentioned, Kobe, Durant, those guys had calf strains earlier in that season, and Durant even in the playoffs, he was out. He had to leave the playoffs, and then he came back in the finals and tore his Achilles. So, I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. I just sit him down and see what next year looks like. But, they probably won't do that. But I just think that's a bad move. Bad move.
Hopefully it doesn't.
So with most teams now have either 2 or 3 games remaining in the regular season. Playoff teams are set. There is no more. This team could make it in. This team, the play-in teams are set on both sides now. What's not looking good is it's going to be a Steph versus LeBron one game makes the playoffs.
At home in LA.
No, it's in Golden State because Golden State won the season series 3-1 because when we just played them the other night, LeBron wasn't playing, and AD got hit in the eye in the first quarter and left the game. And then the
Oh,
Warriors
man.
also hit 26 threes. Draymond went 5 of
So,
7, which will never happen again.
Even though they're the 10 seed, they get to play at home? That doesn't make any sense. I thought the 10 seed and the 7 seed play and the 7 seed's at home.
That's what I just read this. I don't know where I read it. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, but we still have 2 games left. I mean, we should win. Golden State,
Is there any
they have
chance
3
the Kings,
games.
Is there any chance the Kings would slide down
Oh,
into
that's
that? And
no, Kings are no. Kings are
they're locked into the 8th?
well,
Because they have the same amount of wins as the Lakers right now. They just have 1 less loss.
oh yeah, I mean, I guess if the Lakers win out if the Lakers win out, then the Warriors can't make the 9th seed. The Kings have to play the Pelicans and then the Suns. Ooh, that's not easy right there. They finish with the Trailblazers, but yeah, I guess if the Kings lose out, I mean, they could technically fall back.
Slide into it, yeah.
But here's what I was gonna say though, about Steph versus LeBron. The winner of that game, guess what their reward is?
They get to play Phoenix or Sacramento.
They get to play well, yeah, if they end up winning, that one game and then they win the second game, their consolation prize is playing the Nuggets in the first round.
Shit.
As it stands right now. So
So it could be a rematch of the Western Conference Finals.
In the first round.
Yeah.
Yep. And I told you all for a while now, that's the only team in the West that scares me. That's it.
What about the Mavericks? They've been pretty hot.
I will tell you, the Mavericks have
9-1.
played. They have played fantastic lately.
Luka has played good. You're right.
What is scary is they're playing defense. Their defense has been really good over the past 15, 20 games, which is very scary. Especially if Luka can continue his triple doubles and Kyrie can give you 30. That's a nightmare matchup. Nightmare. Especially come playoff time.
Somebody who hasn't been paying attention fully on the season, I like to look at the last 10 and what they've been doing and who's hot and who's not, and it definitely looks like the Mavericks are the hottest team right now. So sometimes it's better to be hot going into the playoffs.
So you mean not like the Jazz, who are 0-10 in their last 10 games?
Yeah. Well, they're eliminated, of course.
Well, yeah, I know, but
yeah. I'm just looking at the ones.
No,
that are still
actually,
alive.
before AD got sick and hurt, and then before LeBron rested, we were 9-1 in our last 10 before these last 2 games. So a lot of teams have been playing fantastic down the stretch, including the Mavericks. So they're definitely a dark horse for the Western Conference this year. But they match up against Denver. I'm taking Denver. I mean, Jokic is just a freak of unbelievable basketball talent. So he's unguardable. Definitely unguardable. And speaking of the playoffs, the regular season does conclude on Sunday. The play-in starts Tuesday, and then the official start of the playoffs is April the 20th. So that is the official start date of the playoffs. Chad, if you had to guess real quick, you obviously anticipate a Celtics finals victory, right? Obviously, matchups are important, but how many losses do you think Boston will have? They need 16 wins, but how many losses will they have?
I'd
I know
probably
it's hard because
say
matchups are key, but
anywhere from 5 to 10.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, a
so
couple
that'd
here
be
and there.
one or two games a series.
Yeah,
So game 5s and 6s for the most part.
yeah. I see.
Any sweeps?
I mean, I don't know who we're playing.
I know. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I
I
mean, it
mean-
really depends. I mean, first round probably, but you never know. I mean, the Celtics, they like to give up one game at least. Like to make it interesting.
Right.
You know, they like to do it
Okay.
the hard way. Win a 7-game series the hard way. Go to 7 games. Play down to your opponents. No, I
don't
think
know
they'll
if you
turn
wanna
it up.
do that in the first round.
They need to turn it out. They need to kick out of this senioritis they have, and start playing some real basketball. Start playing some real defense, and lock it down.
They wanted the season to start 10 games ago.
Oh yeah, they were ready.
They've been ready.
We've had the first number 1 seed for I don't know how long.
Couple weeks at least.
Yeah.
All right. On to the NFL. Breaking news happened today that OJ Simpson died after battling cancer. Your all's thoughts?
For the first time ever, I cheered for cancer. Good job, cancer.
Yeah. I mean, he's looking up at us now.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, it even to this day, every time I see a Bronco on the street, that's the immediate first thought. There's no other thought.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
so I saw a new one today. Do you know that thing looks exactly like a Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
don't
Almost
look like
like
Broncos.
almost a carbon copy of a Jeep Wrangler.
yeah. Their
Stupid.
thought process on that. Just like Hollywood, they can't come up with anything new or original.
Nope.
It's all remakes. But enough of that. He's got enough of our
OJ.
time. Yep. The NFL draft starts on April the 25th, exactly 16 days away. And
14.
is it? Oh yeah, 14. Sorry, I was looking at a different date.
Right.
I wasn't mathing there. Sorry.
So
2 weeks exactly from today.
There we go.
2 weeks from today.
Is it just the first round that Thursday
Yes.
night, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the first round. It's in the second round.
Because the first round takes 4 hours.
Yep.
Yesterday, Mel Kiper came out and said that it's in the best interest for the Vikings to trade up for your all's 5th pick. Both of your all's thoughts.
Mel Kiper's smoking the crack pipe. Go ahead, Michael.
For JJ McCarthy, by the way, for the
No.
Vikings to draft McCarthy.
Dude's smoking crack.
It's going to be a learning experience for us Chargers fans. We're not quite sure how the new regime is going to be doing drafts. Back when we had Coupon Tom, as we like to call Tom Telesco, he would always knock his first pick out of the park and never would trade out of the first round. And then after that, you just expect everybody to be a bust. But, I have faith in Jim Harbaugh. I mean, he's been on record saying that basically the 5th pick is the first pick because the first top 4 picks are going to be wasted on quarterbacks. Although there is some news saying that the Cardinals are asking for like an arm and a leg for their pick. So it's hard to say whether the Cardinals are going to trade out of their pick, especially and they already have Kyler Murray, so I don't think they're going quarterback. I don't see it. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to take a pick there. Now, is he going to take somebody we want, like Neighbors or Harrison Jr.? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I have a gut feeling we're gonna get Joe Alt first pick, which isn't sexy, but man, he's like guaranteed ready to go offensive lineman. So it's gonna be a learning experience.
So you think it's a dumb move, Chad? You think if you all get, do you think quarterback is the right direction?
No, it is the right direction, but don't go
Okay.
up to the 5th pick when
You think
you don't need
he'll be available for sure in the
Yeah.
11th?
Who else is going to take him? So Arizona has Kyler Murray. They're not gonna get a quarterback in the 4th pick when they have Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray would probably be wanting to be traded like immediately.
But there's a Call of Duty every year. I mean,
Yeah, he's past
destined
that
to
now.
fail.
He's past that now.
I don't think so. They just came back with Rebirth Island. I think he's
know.
locked and loaded in there. So
The Chargers are definitely not. The Giants aren't. They still have Daniel Jones. He got hurt last year, right?
yeah.
So Tennessee has Will Levis. Atlanta's the one that kind of. Well, actually, no. They just got Kirk. That's right. They just got Kirk. Sorry. So, and then Chicago already has the number 1 pick, and then the Jets, who have Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know.
I mean,
why people think that we're gonna trade up to get a quarterback if it's not 3 or better. If we trade up before or after 3, the 3rd pick with New England, that's a horrible mistake. Horrible.
Yeah, who else is like on the board for potentially taking McCarthy?
Nobody. There's nobody. I just went through them. Arizona, Chargers, Giants, Titans.
Yeah, but is there teams behind you who might trade up and try to get McCarthy? That's the thing.
I don't think so. And really, if we don't get McCarthy, he may end up being a Mac Jones. Like, he's not worth trading up for. Is my point. So if someone else trades up,
Jim Harbaugh, he's the best quarterback in the draft.
I don't give a fuck what Jim Harbaugh says. He's sucking his own player's dick.
He lives in an RV. He's a humble man.
He's a fucking weirdo.
He is a fucking weirdo.
I mean, he's good, really good coach.
He's our weirdo.
Yeah, he is your weirdo.
You don't think the Broncos or Raiders or Saints could?
I don't care though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck because we should not do it. We shouldn't. He's not worth trading up. Well, then we're gonna have to give up. We're gonna have to give up 2 first-round picks this year and possibly a first-round pick next year. That is not worth it.
No, it's definitely no. If you have to give that up, that's not worth it.
That's what they want.
I like it a lot.
No, fuck you. How about we just give you Justin Jefferson for the 5th overall pick?
He'd take that.
Yeah,
Michael would take that right now.
Maybe, yeah.
No, you would take that right now.
Okay, the deal's off the table now. You could have had Justin Jefferson and Justin Herbert, the offensive player of the year, and offensive player should have been offensive player of the year. Or rookie of the year, sorry. You remember that? Remember that year? 2020?
Yeah, well, yeah,
when,
I remember Justin
Jefferson set records and had 1,400 yards.
Herbert.
And look who's on his way already possibly to the Hall of Fame. Possibly the best wide receiver, and actually is the best wide receiver in the NFL. You could have had him. It's all right.
No, we'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Who you got? Who you guys wide receiver? Real quick. Sorry. Go ahead.
Dude, we got Quentin Johnson.
Yeah,
that guy's a beast. Did you
not
see how good he was last year?
You might need a receiver at number 5.
That's what I'm saying.
The guy from Oregon. What's his name? Right? Is it Oregon?
What? You talking about Marvin Harrison?
The top 3 wide receivers goes
what's
that
Marvin
guy's
Harrison
name?
Jr., Malik Neighbors, LSU, and then Rome Odunze from
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Washington.
Washington. Sorry. Washington. It was up in the Northwest somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere out there.
Yeah, somewhere over there. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. Why not get him? Marvin Harrison Jr. won't be available. I can tell you that. He won't be available at
Yeah,
5.
Arizona's taking him.
Yeah. Well, if Arizona's not trading out, then yeah.
Unless they
we're
go
not
for
getting-
Neighbors, which
Well, there's a lot
would
of
be a
people that
shock.
there's debate whether Neighbors is better or not than Marvin Harrison Jr. And
I've seen
that's
those,
mainly
yeah.
because Harrison Jr. didn't do any of the freaking draft like
Yeah.
prep.
Yeah, but he
So-
said, "Look at my tape." Have you watched this tape?
Pretty good.
It's incredible. I mean,
It's pretty good.
he's worth it. I'll say that.
I'm okay with Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the alternative, which is what you have now.
Yeah, but they might just try to run the ball nonstop. So maybe they're like, we don't need wide receivers.
You're going to have to run the ball if you don't get a wide receiver.
Well,
That's just how-
the way they signed like 2 blocking tight ends, Gus Edwards. You know, they're definitely eyeballing running the ball a hell of a lot.
You're going to
more
have to
than what-
borrow the Ravens playbook for a year.
I mean, we basically are Ravens West Coast. I mean, we got their old GM. We've got like some of their coaches.
That's true.
We're definitely. I mean, we've got their brother coaching our team. I mean, it could be a Harbaugh Bowl in the AFC Championship at this rate.
It could be. Could be.
No. You're forgetting one person. I don't know how you keep forgetting about this guy. He's not going to miss
He's not in
out
the
on an
league
AFC
anymore.
champion.
He's not in the league anymore. Tom Brady retired.
I'm not talking about Tom Brady. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, you got to
new
get
Tom
past him
Brady.
first.
Way to
Oh,
be
don't worry.
original,
We'll-
Patrick Mahomes.
They'll be put on notice in the regular season.
And for
I-
the
In the
sake-
regular season, he says.
Yeah, in the regular season.
Because
We'll see about the
y'all are not
playoffs.
making the playoffs.
I don't
Is that
know.
what you're saying?
And just for segue
TBD.
purposes, speaking of Tom Brady, it came out today that he's not opposed to a late season NFL return.
To the Vikings.
So- Michael, your days of Tom Brady might not be over.
Imagine he goes to the Raiders
Yeah.
for a late season run. Him and Devontae Adams. He doesn't have to do anything.
What you just said though, Chad, what if you all squeak into the wild card?
And pull in Tom Brady. Oh, with
Could you
Justin
imagine?
Jefferson.
Could you imagine?
Oh my God. That would be incredible.
At least Michael wouldn't have to worry about it in the AFC.
Yeah.
You know.
He's not
Look, he
making the
can't even. He's
playoffs.
speechless. He's speechless. He can't even talk.
You know, Tom Brady can do whatever he wants. I don't really care anymore.
You don't have any animosity towards him anymore?
No, I have to focus my animosity towards Mahomes now.
Well, you need to change your username to Tuck. Oh, you can't do Tuck.
Puck.
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 Puck Fat Mahomes. That's what your new one has to be. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Mahomes?
Muck Mahomes?
Yeah.
Mahomes and the Chiefs versus Brady and the Vikings in the Super Bowl.
That's never gonna happen. Don't get my hopes up.
No, Brady's is just trying to build his brand. He's in
He doesn't need to
retirement.
build it. It's built.
No,
There's-
he's trying to set up more media.
He still has a
stuff.
10-year contract with Fox still that he needs to get to. No, why he hasn't jumped on that yet.
Probably because he wants to make a return.
No, that's probably true. Yeah, he's been working on that 40 time without being recorded.
yeah.
So, you know. Logan Ryan retired. It's not a surprise, really.
He's old.
Yeah, I mean,
Good for
but
him.
he won 2 Super Bowls. Speaking of Tom Brady, with Tom Brady. So,
Yeah, who do you
congrats
originally
to him
play
and-
for? Packers?
Did he? I don't remember that.
Was he on the
I thought he
Packers?
was a I think he was a Patriot originally.
Oh, was he the
Played
Patriot
for-
originally?
He played for the Titans after that, and then
Oh, the
finished
Titan. I'm
his
thinking of
career
the
with-
Titans.
Then he
Okay.
finished his career with the Giants.
It may have been
Well,
a
he
Madden
finished
then.
with the 49ers, didn't he?
No, it was Giants.
I don't think so.
I looked it up when I saw the news.
Oh,
He
well,
finished it.
according to Wikipedia, he was on Tampa Bay in 2022 and then San Francisco 2023.
That's Wikipedia though. Can't be
I
trusted.
mean,
Can't trust Wikipedia.
Okay.
If you cite your sources
Okay.
and you put Wikipedia, you're gonna get an F on your paper. Just
Okay.
facts.
Okay, I don't think he actually played for them though. Maybe he was on their team, but like his playing career pretty much ended with the Giants.
Okay. Well, he started 6 games for the Bucks and started 2 for the 49ers. So he was playing.
Okay, he was there for like a couple times.
I actually really don't care. I just, I like to be right. That's all.
Speaking of the Packers,
Yeah, so we've known for a little while that the Eagles were going to play in Brazil, opening Friday, that Friday of the opening week, and Eagle fans were
like
pissed.
always, right? We always have a Friday opening week game, right?
Oh, is it we now?
What?
Is it we now?
I was saying we, as in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I thought you
Wait,
were
so
meaning
that
the
is
Eagles.
the
I was
very
like,
first game
man,
of the season. There's
No,
not like
no.
another
Thursday night.
This is
Yep, Thursday night.
This is a Friday game
Friday.
after the Thursday night opening.
Yeah. Well, obviously, because Mahomes is going to open up Thursday night.
Yep.
Against whoever.
Yeah, whoever the fuck,
but-
it doesn't matter.
So yesterday it was announced that the Packers are going to be the one playing the Eagles in Brazil, which is fine by me because that's an away game. Do not care. It's an away game.
Philly opens
Who
as a
cares?
1.5 point favorite.
We still got a long way to go.
Yeah, we do.
There's no telling what that spread is going to be at in 5 months.
Yeah, we got to see who survives the preseason. Who drafts who?
What draft? Yeah, the draft is going to be
Huge.
crucial for us. Yeah.
And there's still a handful of unsigned free agents out there that could make an impact on rosters. I haven't looked at it lately, but I know there's still a couple big names that haven't been signed. Mostly veteran players, but people who could still do something.
Yeah, I haven't looked up that list in a while, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Speaking of star players, though, Josh Allen of the Jaguars, the defensive end, agreed to a 5-year, $150 million deal.
Yeah, they
to
had to
stay
do
in
that.
Jacksonville. Yeah.
He's too good.
Good
to
for
let
him,
go.
though.
Yeah.
Yep. From
Kentucky.
Yeah, from the University of Kentucky. All right, couple crime things to get to with NFL ex and current players. Terrell Suggs has been arrested on one of the strangest things I've read this week. That he's 2 charges against him after a dispute in the Starbucks drive-through line led to Suggs sticking a gun out of his window.
They probably
It's
spelled his name wrong.
CT.
They spelled his name wrong.
Is
Oh,
that what
that's
it
gotta
was?
be it.
Is that what
No,
it
I
is?
don't know.
Oh.
That reminds me. I don't know. This is not sports related, but there was a story a couple weeks ago about a guy who shot a Chipotle employee over frickin'
Yeah.
walk. Just like, what's going on? Everybody's so heated these days.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because people, I hate when people blame shit on COVID, but I really do think COVID fucked up people's mentality and how to deal with
Interact with-
real world
Yeah.
situations, and we're getting dumber and dumber as a society, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, we're slowly turning into idiocracy. It's only a matter of time. I mean, give it 100 years and we're going to be overpopulated and have just the dumbest people walking the earth.
Well,
here's
actually, we can't afford to get overpopulated anymore, so I don't know about that one.
here's more to that story. So, Suggs's vehicle, he passed the ordering speaker at Starbucks and had to back up to place his order, backing into another vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
The other vehicle didn't receive any damage, and both men got out of their vehicles and argued before returning and collecting their orders. Suggs allegedly flipped off the other driver and threatened to kill him before driving off.
Oh God.
He stuck a handgun out of his window without pointing it at the other man and then left. So,
Oh,
it
he
was
probably just put his handgun out like this
yeah,
and just was like, "Hey, don't fuck with
Like-
me. I'm gonna shoot
right,
you
like-
if you come after me."
like holding it,
And
resting
then-
it
and put
against
it
the
back.
car as
Yes.
opposed to pointing it at
Yes.
someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he probably knows that if he points it, then that's a threat, and that's probably more jail time.
I mean, that's pretty threatening. I mean,
Yes. Yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
he did say he would kill him.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
CT, man, CT.
yeah.
It's gotta be. Like, what causes a person to do that? Over backing into someone when he backed into them.
Yeah, I just flying out. Who knows?
I mean, the next
the other
person
person
is a
coulda-
bigger dumbass.
Yeah, the other person could have just, started running his mouth once he was backed into, like, "Are you a fucking idiot?" That kind of thing, and it pissed him off.
Could've,
I
yeah.
don't know if Terrell Suggs is the one you want to,
No,
piss off.
No.
Though he probably didn't know who it was at first. It's Starbucks. I don't think
Yeah.
you expect to see Terrell Suggs at Starbucks.
No.
But, and this wasn't even in Baltimore. This was in Arizona. So you definitely wouldn't have expected that unless he lives there. I don't know what the backstory is, but
Yeah, I don't know.
anyway, from one idiot to another, Rashee Rice is now facing 8 charges in reference to that car debacle that he caused.
Do you know that he left in that car the Chiefs playbook, a $16.5 thousand check, a bunch of marijuana, and some other random stuff in there?
How is he still
That's
on an active roster?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what is happening? How is he still in the NFL? I know there's like
Breaking
due
news
process, but
He
like,
did turn himself in today.
oh, he did.
There's a mugshot. I just posted it on our chat, but yeah,
Oh,
he's
nice.
officially booked.
Good. Got him. We got him.
Well, I mean, and then he made us some kind of statement where he's taking full responsibility of his actions, and no, you didn't. You walked away. What do you mean taking full? You're taking it now because you're being
Yeah.
forced to by your attorney.
My
You
God.
moron.
He is a fucking
what is
grade
up
A
with-
idiot.
Yeah, dude, you had the fucking life set for him as a NFL player. Rookie year, wins the Super Bowl. You have Mahomes for the foreseeable future, and you end up doing this. It's just like, holy cow. Way to fuck it up.
Yeah, I don't.
As a
And
Chargers-
luckily,
No one got hurt.
luckily, no one died.
Yeah.
This is not a Henry Ruggs situation, which is good. But obviously it's still really, really bad.
Yeah. And the fact that the Chiefs and the NFL have not done anything, when if you do anything else other than this, if you kill someone, you do anything, I know severity takes a toll, but this is pretty fucking bad. This is like, he's facing jail time. If you're facing jail time and you clearly did it, there's video evidence of him doing it, dash cams. So
And
how
then
has the
the
NFL not done anything?
The lack of integrity to just walk away,
Yeah, that's
just literally leaving the scene of a crime. Just,
Like, you have the money to fucking pay for the damages, and I'm sure whatever insurance you had, you could pay for it. Fucking suck it up, be a man.
Well, he's
and
about to
own-
be fucking bankrupt now with all these people that were involved. They're gonna sue the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and the place he rented the cars from too. They're gonna sue him too.
And as
Or
much as we're
lease.
saying he hasn't been released yet, I feel like the Chiefs are gonna have to drop the hammer. There's no way you can't keep that guy on your fucking team.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, as a Chargers fan, yeah, you got to get rid of Mahomes' number one target outside of Kelsey. It's important for our defense.
And apparently, one of the other people involved was a wide receiver, Teddy Knox,
Oh yeah.
who is a receiver
So screwed.
for SMU. He has been suspended by the school, and he probably will lose everything from college. So
He's screwed too.
good job. You ruined your entire life now. You won't
Yep.
even make it to the NFL.
All
So,
because you wanted to
congratulations.
drag race on a highway
Yeah.
like a bunch of idiots. Good job. I'm glad they didn't kill anyone and that they're gonna face jail time.
Yeah. Did they not learn anything from the Henry Ruggs incident? Holy cow, man.
Dude, people's attention span is so short. I guarantee it, unless you brought that specific name up, I guarantee it, Rashee Rice forgot about that. All of them have.
Probably. When did that happen? 21?
Yeah,
20?
something like that.
I feel like it happened during the pandemic year.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know, rich people problems. You know. All right. Speaking of problems, it just gets better and better as the reports keep coming out. Now that the FBI is involved in the Shohei Ohtani situation, they have claimed that the interpreter stole $16 million from Ohtani. And one of the attorneys involved said that that Ohtani is considered a victim in this case, and that there is no evidence that Ohtani had any knowledge of his gambling activities or use of his bank account.
Yeah, no shit. He's not gonna text his buddy. He's not gonna text his interpreter and leave a trail.
Did you guys see the actual like numbers? Like, so it was more than 16 million. The guy, he lost $183 million, but won $142 million for a net loss of $40.7 million.
So how did he get that much money? How did he get that? How did Ohtani not see that? How did he just now? I don't. Go ahead.
It's his boy. It's the guy who's like totally. I mean, I don't believe Ohtani was unaware of it, but like according to the reports, the guy would talk to the banks and he would straight up lie to the banks and tell them he was Ohtani and basically had full run over Ohtani's bank account. And, you know, I'm sure Ohtani probably just had a card and like, hey, here's your money. Just spend it however you want, you know. The guy just focused on baseball. I mean, I don't know. They're saying that he has nothing to do with it. Ohtani gave them his phone. It's really hard to buy, but
it's hard to buy, and that it went so quick too. The investigation was so fast. It was the fastest fucking investigation we've ever seen. Usually it takes years for investigations like this. How did it go so quick?
Well, it might not be as convoluted as we think it is. Maybe it is so cut and dry, and that's why it's so easy. It's also, you know, we brought this up before. I know we brought this up before, and you all said that the MLB is going to cover for the face of the league, right? They're going to do what they can to cover for him. You think the FBI is going to do that?
No, I think he hit it well enough. I think he hit it well.
Okay.
If he didn't leave a paper trail, he doesn't leave an electronic trail. How are they going to track it? How are they going to track him telling him, hey, give me this on this? And he goes to the bank, he gets the money out, he goes and bets on it. How do you track that? You can't. It's impossible.
You can't. So either he's very, very smart or very, very stupid. I mean,
yeah, it could go either way. It could. I'm not saying that it's impossible for Ohtani to be innocent. I think he could be. Do I want him to be? No, because I want the Dodgers to suffer. But if he actually is innocent, then he's innocent. But I don't know. This everything seems so sketchy.
If a lot of this happened prior to him being a Dodger, why would it affect the Dodgers? As an organization, I mean.
Didn't he say that he gave him money? Didn't he originally say that? Why did he say that?
Maybe it was a birthday present.
Well, probably because his fucking interpreter's like lying to him and telling him, yeah, just say this, we'll all be good. Just sweep it under the rug. I don't know. The guy seems like he's a big man baby, or he's...
This interpreter's a piece of shit, by the way. I mean, whether Ohtani's involved or not, this guy has serious problems.
Or he could be taking the fall for Ohtani. And
maybe.
he's just promising to pay once he gets out of jail. He's going to give him a bunch of money. I mean,
you think he gets out of jail? This is a major...
He's facing up
major fraud charge.
30 years in prison.
Yeah, this is major.
Oh.
He was in Japan too, by the way, and he didn't have to come back to the U.S. and he came back to face the charges.
Oh, fuck that. I would have stayed my ass over there.
I don't know why
gone
you did
to
that.
a non-extradition country and lived out my life with all that money.
Jesus.
Right.
Oh, wait. He owed... Never mind. He would have been killed eventually. That bookie would find him and kill him.
This is really funny quote from the report. I'm just looking at Jeff Passan's Twitter account. It says, on or about November 14th, 2022, Mizuhara messaged bookmaker number 1 stating, I'm terrible at this sports betting thing, huh? LOL. Any chance you can bump me up again? As you know, you don't have to worry about me not paying. It's just fucking... He has a bottomless bank account of Ohtani. This guy is just fucking having free reign with a...
How did he not know? How did Ohtani not notice over that many years?
But not just that, the amount of money too.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't $100,000 where maybe 100 with Ohtani's money, maybe $100,000 goes unnoticed, maybe 500, right? But 16 million, that is a lot of money. And, people are like, well, he has a $700 million. We don't know what he has. This contract he signed with the Dodgers, he got 20 million of it up front. That's it. That's all he got.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of money per year either.
No. So he would notice. I don't know what his previous contracts were, but you would notice $16 million.
Yes.
Even if it's over the course of, I don't know, a year, let's say, that's $1 million a month.
It's simple math. In the off season, I'm sure he checks his bank account to see how much money he has. I'm sure, it seems fishy, but I mean, he also could still be innocent. I don't know. It just
he has a baby face, so it's hard to
adding up.
19,000 bets since 2021. That's insane.
Oh my God.
Oh,
he needs to be locked up and no access to the internet.
$25,000 of purchases of just baseball cards.
Regardless of who it was, that interpreter is a piece of shit. He is the worst gambler possibly of all time. Even worse than Portnoy and Big Cat and all the ones that lose a lot of money. I mean, yeah, we do, but we maintain.
Yes.
We still win every once in a while to maintain our money. Yeah. But
we have not deposited money in a very long time.
It's been a while. I use a lot of bonuses. If you don't use the promotions, if you're not using the promotions, then you're messing up.
I think we're just too poor to understand how rich people's bank accounts work, guys. This is rich people stuff, and it's probably just something.
Maybe he has 100 bank accounts and the money's spread.
I'm sure. Oh, he has multiple bank. He's probably got Japanese bank accounts. He's probably got U.S. bank accounts. He's probably got a Swiss bank account. He's probably got. I'm sure he's got his money diversified, and he's probably the one account that he probably didn't put eyes on ever. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, if Ohtani is the victim in it, man, you gotta be a lot more judicious on who's around you. You're with.
Yeah. If it's true, if they're what they're saying is true.
And if you have a gambling problem, who do you call?
1-800-GAMBLER.
There you go.
Well, if you call Ghostbusters afterwards, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Okay. Once you come down off your high.
And always bet what you're willing to lose.
Yes, make small bets, especially if you're
he was willing to lose a lot. It wasn't his money.
Yes, bet with your money, please. Do not bet with others.
And don't take any betting advice from Shohei Ohtani or his interpreter.
All right. The Masters started today. The the Super Bowl of golf, the Masters. This is didn't get off to a hot start because it was raining pretty much all morning, so they delayed it. And just because I read this just a moment ago, Tiger Woods is going to have to play 23 holes tomorrow. So
yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah, it kind of sucks whenever they have delays like that because the way they stagger it, if you start late like this, you're going to have people who are not going to be able to finish because of running out of daylight. So
I was pretty busy today. Did not have a chance to watch any of it today, but
it was good so far.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of it.
1 under.
I watched a lot of it.
Still in it.
Scheffler is an amazing golfer and is probably going to win it. He's a machine. He is. I mean, Bryson had an incredible, crazy start to the tournament at 7 under. He's the leader, but there's no way he's going to be able to keep that up. There's no way. I know I'm probably jinxing it now, but he's not him. He's not Masters material. Scotty Scheffler, he definitely is. And Tiger didn't play too badly. 1 under. That's not bad. The conditions at the end of the round, it was getting really, really windy. So all the shots were messing up. People were going into the woods. No pun intended. And even putting, there was the wind was affecting it. There was one where Tiger almost missed it because it was going straight, and then all of a sudden the wind picked it up, and then it went to the right, and then lipped in. It was so they really couldn't make up much ground late rounds. But Max Homa is also playing real great. I'm a homosexual, just like a lot of AWLs for pardon my take. Homa, I'm a homosexual. Yeah, it was a good first round. It sucks that it has to continue tomorrow and that Tiger's gonna play a lot of golf, and so is Homa, so is I believe Koepka. I forget who else is in their party, but tomorrow will be good, and then we'll see if who makes the cut.
So Tiger played through 13 holes today. He parred 10 of them. He had 2 birdies and a bogey. So that was his day. He actually birdied on the very first hole, which is a good start, what he wants to see. But again, I didn't get to watch any of it, so I don't know how he looked. I don't know how
he was smiling.
He felt.
He appeared cheery. He was smiling. He was joking with his caddy. He didn't seem to be in a lot of pain. No, it's good. No, this is
No,
like
no, no. I don't want the pain faces. I don't want that. But I want the locked in.
Well,
It's
that's for
the,
later.
You know,
That's that he locks
well,
it in later.
We'll get to that. Okay, but overall, a good first day.
Yeah,
It was good. Yeah.
except for the delay.
So I made a very unpopular sports bet yesterday for the Masters, and I did not hedge my bet. I made one single bet for the Masters, and I bet that Tiger Woods would miss the cut and he would not make it to the weekend. Not,
What were the
it's
odds?
not a
What were the odds?
minus 115. So,
Damn, the disrespect.
I know.
The disrespect.
I would love to see Tiger win. I just don't. He's played.
So
What
you're
was
just
the
throwing
number?
away money.
No, he's played.
How many? Do you know how? When's the last time that Tiger Woods missed the cut at Masters?
I don't know.
It's been a long time. I think he is going on like 20 something. He hasn't missed the cut at the Masters.
He's also only played 22 rounds of golf in the last 3 years.
It does not matter. He won the Masters in 2019.
I know. I remember. I watched it. I watched that whole Sunday all the way through.
I don't understand
remember.
why you're doubting Tiger. I don't understand it. What has Tiger done to you?
I bet with my mind, not my heart.
Well, your mind's fucking stupid.
No. What have you done for me lately? I've just brought this up earlier. What has he done for us lately?
Okay.
Woods has never missed a cut at the Masters.
Oh wait, he's never missed it. So you're saying that this is going to be the first year?
I didn't look into all that. I just made the bet. Okay,
well, that's all I did. That's your first problem. You got to research.
Consecutive cuts.
I need to call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yes, you do, because that was a stupid bet. Oh my god!
There's a first time for everything.
Tiger. We don't bet against Tiger. We bet with Tiger.
I was influenced.
Influenced by alcohol?
No.
Drugs? I hope.
You know better. You know better.
Yeah, I know you don't drink.
Yeah. Maybe 4 times a year, if that.
So I'm right there.
All right. A little bit of hockey news. So apparently the one of the hockey teams is relocating to Salt Lake City.
Arizona?
From Arizona. Yeah. Which I don't know how. Is this a not common, but we hear about NBA teams moving, NFL teams have moved. Have NHL teams really moved?
Not to my knowledge.
The Coyotes have an owner similar to the Oakland A's. They just kind of been cheap pieces of shit owners. And,
gotcha.
So this kind of falls into that category. I think last year they were playing at ASU Stadium. They were playing at a college stadium or arena, and I think probably this year they've been doing that too. So, hey, good for Salt Lake City. The Mormons get another professional sports team.
Yep.
Well, the other one isn't doing very good, so
Yeah, I mean they traded away. Well, they got a bunch of first round picks. We gotta let them develop. For Gobert.
Yeah. One of the worst trades in NBA history, but we'll see. So Michael, you were not here for this when we talked about this a couple days ago or a couple episodes ago. Kyle thought Chad and I got into an actual fight about this. It was not. It was just a healthy debate. When it came to viewership. And somehow wrestling got brought into it. The WWE was brought into it somehow. And we were talking about the viewership for the men's and women's college basketball tournament, which, by the way, Chad, I think we made headway on this past Saturday. You asked, why is the men's not on national TV? Why is it not on one of the...
Michael.
That was
was
me,
it Michael? Oh, that was you. Okay.
That was stupid.
Why?
I don't know.
Now we know why. Now we know why. Viewership. They pushed for the women's to have more viewership than the men's. And how do you do that? You put the women's on ABC.
Was it on
and you
ABC?
put the men's
I thought it was on ESPN.
Yes, both. It was on ABC and ESPN.
Oh.
So you put the men's on TBS.
Oh, and
That's
on
how
ESPN
you,
Plus too.
Yeah. That's how you get viewership.
Yep.
That's how you spike the numbers. So we all know the truth, though.
We do.
We know the truth.
We do. And the people are talking like Caitlin Clark, what she's done is incredible, blah blah blah.
Sure.
If you go to the WNBA, that's where you go to be forgotten. No one is going to remember you.
Unless you're a prisoner in Russia, then you remember.
Yeah, like, and people think that the WNBA is going to explode because of Caitlin Clark. No, the storyline's over. No one cares anymore. They're going to watch the basketball and be like, wow, this is bad compared to what we could watch. It's just, the product is not viable for how much money they want.
Yeah. Yeah. But we also brought up, Michael, the Super Bowl bringing in 123 million this past Super Bowl for viewership, which is really good. The World Cup obviously gets over $1 billion every time it's, going on, which is crazy.
Also is every 4 years, so
that's true. That's true.
The world's most popular sport, and it only happens every 4 years. So
true. Last year, it was reported that WrestleMania had over 500 million views.
Damn.
Chad did not believe it. He wanted sources. He wanted all of this.
Well,
right?
I'm still. It says million views consumed. What does that even mean? How many hours? How many actual hours of it did people watch?
Here's how viewership works. So I looked into it. This is how viewership works. How many people watched said program, said whatever, said event in a 24-hour period? That is how viewership is logged.
So they can watch 1 minute and then it counts.
The timing on it has to be at least 15 minutes.
How do they even get
at least 15 minutes?
Do they just get data from the Peacock?
It's yeah. It's just data, and it's not just. It's everything. Every viewership rating, it comes from whoever provides. ABC. Wherever it's being broadcasted.
Peacock. It was Peacock.
Well,
right?
I know that. Yes, for WrestleMania it was Peacock, but I'm saying
it wasn't. It wasn't available anywhere else, right? It was just Peacock.
Correct. It was just Peacock.
Okay.
Yes. So over a 24-hour period, this WrestleMania 660 million.
So not live.
Views. No, but it included the live.
Super Bowl's live.
Right, but it included the live. But you could also go back and rewatch the Super Bowl. You know,
I mean, you could, but I'm talking live views, not fucking consumed over 24 fucking hour period.
But that's how that's part of the Super Bowl numbers. It's a part of the 24-hour period.
Is it?
So yes.
Okay.
That's how all viewership works. Yes. So.
All right. Well, I mean, it's stupid, but I mean, WrestleMania was fucking awesome at the end.
It was.
Oh my god.
So it's still. I mean, those who are gonna watch it would have already watched it, right? I don't think whoever's gonna watch it will watch it. This weekend. I think they would have already done it. But yeah.
I'm not watching it.
That last match.
So good. That's all you have to watch.
Dude.
That's literally all you have to watch is the last match.
You don't even have to watch the whole match because the whole match was like an hour.
Yeah, watch the last 10 minutes. Yeah, 20
15 minutes. 15 minutes. 15. And it's just unbelievable.
It's awesome.
It's start at the I had the hour mark because I saved it to show my brother later. Whenever I see him again. If you start at the 3 hour and 5 minute mark.
Yeah,
start
see,
there.
you don't
3
have
hour and 5 minute
all
mark.
that 3 hour and 5 minutes you don't have to watch.
Yeah. Nope. 3 hour and 5 minute mark. All right.
It.
Okay. and
It's
it
on the cock,
was
right?
I'll put
Yes.
it on my
Available.
to-do list.
on the cock.
I got tomorrow off. I'll look at it.
There you go.
Nice.
But yes, I was a kid again. It was fantastic. I don't want to say any more, but it was
It
great.
was great.
All right. Speaking of the Masters, today in sports history, 2005, Tiger Woods won his 4th green jacket, and in a playoff. It went to a playoff in golf, and those are always exciting, especially for the majors,
Oh god.
and for it to be the Masters,
And to be
it's
Tiger
just
Woods.
even better, and to be Tiger, yeah.
God. Those are some like, just like I gotta rewatch this shit. I gotta rewatch all the Tiger
Right.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
he was so fucking dominant.
And then, happy birthday to the one and only John Madden.
The late,
Yesterday was
great-
his yesterday was his birthday, April 10th. He was, passed away. It's already been 3 years.
Holy shit.
3 years, which is crazy. It's just it's crazy to think about. I did not know he was born in Minnesota. That was news to me. I did not know that. Austin, Minnesota, wherever the hell that is. But anyway, he's a legend, obviously, for many, many reasons. And then it's also Ken Griffey Sr.'s birthday. Yesterday was. So happy birthday to him as well. And then in 1866, the ASPCA was created and founded, which, if you don't know what that stands for, it's the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, which is one of the greatest things to ever be created because our pets are family.
Absolutely. Except for my cat. Just kidding.
All right. Anything else to get to before we call it?
I'm looking forward to this weekend's series between our two teams. Padres, Dodgers are battling it out starting tomorrow night.
Starting tomorrow night at 10:30
We're at
or 10:10.
It's in
whatever.
LA.
It's in
In
LA.
LA.
Chavez
Yeah.
Ravine.
Doesn't matter.
speaking
It
of that,
started 10:10 anyway, whether it was
Yeah.
in San Francisco or
Are
LA.
any of
late
those games
start.
nationally televised?
I know tomorrow night's is not. I know that.
Well, did you see that one thing I showed you? There's a plaque in Dodger Stadium with Fernando Tatis Jr.'s name on it because he hit a 467-foot home run. Apparently, they have a bunch of random players' names around the stadium for people who've hit mega home runs. It's not even just Tatis.
So just so you know, Michael, Sunday night's game is on ESPN at 4 p.m. your time. So
Nice. Sunday night baseball.
Yep. So there you go. The other two, Saturdays is on ESPN Plus, and then tomorrow's is only on local channels or the MLB app if you have their streaming service. Anything else from you, Chad?
No.
Okay.
No, not really.
All right. Go Dodgers, Michael.
Fuck the Dodgers.
All right.
As always.
We'll be back Saturday. That's it for the Two Guys, Two